Hey guys and girls! First video of this channel with a week loaded with news, some updates, new games and especially news on some immersive devices. And if you don't want to miss the next news recap, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell. Let's go! We'll start with heavy artillery because IL-2 Tank Crew Clash of Prokhorovka is finally available on Steam in full release. It sends you back in 1943 during the Battle of Kursk. Up to 4 players can handle a tank in a total war simulation in cooperation with not only the other tanks but also the Air Force. You have, of course, the choice of your faction, the Germans or the Russians. And I like Russian, especially because with the best tanks at this time, we can make good old headshots. You will also potentially be able to do headshots on Doom Eternal VR, which was probably leaked during a request for 18+ classification in Australia. Project 2021A has Bethesda Softworks as publisher and ID Software as developer. This 18+ classification is for its high-impact violence and online interactivity. From there, the link with Doom Eternal VR with its asymmetrical multiplayer mode would seem obvious. But if you have another game in mind for this leak, do not hesitate to let me know in the comments. Another game with an online interactivity that has made the news again is Eco VR, which is still one of the best games in VR, simply because in addition to being free, it's awesome. Well, it will now add non-free customizations with its new update, and I'm pretty fine with that. As long as it doesn't turn the game into pay to win and it's only for the style of your avatar, well, it allows developers to create new content or new VR games like Lone Echo 3. All this with the simple goodwill of the game's fans who love the work provided. When it's a win-win situation, it's all good! And I hope that the partnership between Valve and OpenBCI will be too, since Saint Gabe Newell wants to improve the immersion with the Neural Interface project. Obviously, the goal of Gabe has always been to get closer to the Matrix, by going directly into the part of the brain responsible for visual, auditory and sensory feedback. According to Gabe, the user's experience would be greatly enhanced compared to what is delivered by his ears or his eyes directly. And once again, the project would be open source. The Aptix firm has just announced the new version of its Aptec gloves, possessing vibration motors on each finger and the most powerful force feedback on the market. This DK2 version goes even further by physically moving the user's skin like a real object, thanks to 130 points of tactile feedback per hand. Once again, it is not for the consumer market, but this glove in DK2 version is specially designed for professionals and robotics. It has the most accurate motion tracking for VR, and I hope someday they can make it miniaturized and available at affordable prices. You dreamed of being able to watch the best VR news and immersive technology recap from anywhere with a big screen? Well, your wish may become a reality. The EM3 Stellar is currently available on Kickstarter and has already surpassed its funding target. For about $500, this pair of high-tech glasses offers you a 4K OLED resolution in RGB with a very good image quality, according to the returns. The device offers a field of view of 53 degrees, which is almost like watching a desktop PC screen. Without being immersive craziness, it's quite honest and could allow you to replace a PC screen or enjoy videos from your smartphone, on the train or on the couch, but on a big screen. I put a link in the description of the video to learn more or to support the project. Much less open source, it's Canon's turn to show its latest works in VR and AR with its M-Real S1. Scheduled for the end of February 2021 and weighing 137 grams, this mixed reality helmet has a flip-up system, allowing it to be tilted smoothly over the head. Few specifications have been leaked at this time, and its price would be $38,400. But it's absolutely not a standalone headset like a Quest. Even at this price, you will have to connect it by wire to a workstation. It is also likely that this device will not leave Japan, and it is dedicated above all to professionals. With an accessible price but much higher than the Quest 2 Apple continues to prepare a very top-of-the-range VR headset, and according to a report of Bloomberg, it would be for 2022. The headset would be small, not big enough to fit glasses, but users will be able to acquire custom prescription lenses. It will have an integrated ventilation to cool it, external cameras for AR function as well as hand tracking, and it will run with an operating system called ROS. We still know very little about it and it's generally unclear, but a strong new competitor in the gaming industry will only benefit VR players. Back to the games with a trailer of I Expect You to Die 2. I Expect You to Die 1 worked pretty well. It proposed to the players to beat James Bond by solving some puzzles in a limited time, and all this while offering a lot of action, but most of all by providing a seated experience. The second episode seems to be in line with the first one, but the development team seems to have deepened the scenario this time. We don't know when it will be released and on which headsets, but since the first part has been released on all supports, I think it will be the same this time as well. Soon also available on all supports, Jupitergrad arrived on the Oculus Quest on January the 28th, and of course supports 90 Hz on the Oculus Quest 2. Jupitergrad is a puzzle game coupled with a grapple-based gameplay. I find this game pretty cool, but you need to know that it's pretty intense, so be careful with motion sickness. Later, developers want to add a time attack mode, including 20 new levels, and even a PSVR version is coming this year. Here we go, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, bye!